And you thought I was ignoring it?
No, that's not what I'm saying, but you weren't in full possession of the facts.
No. That's why I asked Tony to bring me up to speed. That's why I looked at Kim Perry's details, and that's why I spoke to the officer who investigated her mugging last month. What's the matter, Leon? Was manning the cordon beneath you or something?
No,
you know, I'm starting to wonder if rank means anything to you, in which case, do I want an officer like that on my team?
Sorry you feel that way, Mum.
This arrest you made. We'll do the interview together.
I thought...
Since you've come this far with it, I'm not going to pull you off the case now. So, you think this guy mugged Kim? Have you got anything to back it up?
Nothing concrete.
OK. Then let's bluff him. If he thinks of an army of forensic officers going to descend on his flat, might loosen his tongue.
Gov, I've been through everything we pulled off Danny's SIM card. There's no activity after he sent that text to Clinton arranging to meet him this morning.
Well, Danny's whole confession relies on the phone call he says he made to Marcus. Could he have rung him from a landline?
No, I spoke to the phone company. They say it hasn't been used all morning.
Well, if Marcus didn't get a call, it's possible he's telling the truth.
Well, I don't think so, Gov. I just spoke to Marcus's boss at the garage. He said he definitely received a phone call on his mobile before he left work.
Do we know who from?
No, but he said it spooked him, some sort of family emergency. He downed tools and left.
God, this is Marcus's mobile. I thought it'd save time if I just went through it myself. Oh.
What's up?
Well, he did receive a call at 10 o'clock this morning, but it just says Mum.
For the benefit of the tape, I'm showing Mr. Whiteside item LT1.
You offer him, mate. I'll have a cup of tea with that.
These were found outside flat 6, Haygarth Court. Forensics have matched your fingerprints to this packet.
Didn't having a crafty fire gets you nicked nowadays.
And this is pulled from the CCTV covering Haygarth Court. Who is it, your twin brother?
What we want to know, Carl, is why.
It was business. Her son owes me cash.
Wow. It's big and brave of you. Someone owes you money, so you go after their mother.
Oh, yeah. That's what it takes to get a message through. Yeah. That ain't like I hurt her, is it?
Not this time. You've been after Kim Perry before?
Kim was mugged last month. She was threatened with a knife. You were nicked last year for pulling a flick knife on someone in a pub brawl.
Big deal. Well, like I'm the only person in London who carries one.
Well, now you're in the frame, it'll be simple enough to reopen the investigation.
If you tell us the truth and save us a bit of time, it could work in your favour. Or we could have forensic officers crawling all over your flat.
If you did mug her, we'll soon know it. Smallest fibre will prove it. Add that to your last arrest, and this time you'll be looking at a custodial sentence.
Look, I only meant to shake her up, right? And it ain't like her family's white and white, is it?
How do you mean?
Well, one of her sons is a right old psycho. He's done time. And the other boy's a drug dealer. I never meant for things to get this far. Honest. If that cheap little git Danny Stepney just paid me what he owed me, well, none of this would have happened, would it?
Checks out. Kim Perry's married, name was Stepney. She's Danny and Marcus's mum.
Where does she live?
Haygarth Court, Dishman Road. But according to her neighbour, she's been staying with family. She only returned home this morning.
So why has neither brother mentioned her?
Perhaps because she knows the truth.
Well, if she was at Marcus's this morning...
It would put her there at the time of the stabbing.
Making her a potential witness. Let's bring her in.
I wouldn't charge you, Gov. The mugging and the breaking left her pretty jittery. You're going too strong, she will clam up.
OK. We'll take it carefully. She obviously knows you and Tony, Leon, so why don't you two go and pick her up?
Yes, Gov.
She will. Your FLO experience might stand you in good stead for this. When you talk to her in the soft interview room, keep it low-key. It's probably best if we don't crowd her either.
Yeah, we'll keep it to a bare minimum. Will, you fancy having a crack at this on your own?
Gov.
If Kim rang Marcus and told him to come home, doesn't that just point the finger right back at Danny?
It's starting to look like that, yeah.
Aren't we missing something here? I mean, we're pretty sure that Kim was at Marcus's place at the time of the stabbing. We know the two sons covered that up. We also know that Kim's vulnerable, scared, and pretty wound up.
So what's your point?
Maybe we should stop treating Kim as a witness and start treating her as a suspect. So, sugar?
No.
As I'm sure you already know, we caught the guy that vandalised your flat.
I don't know why you needed me here.
Well, it looks like it was the same man that mugged you last month.
What?
We think he singled you out because your son Danny owes him money.
All this time I've been scared. It's because of Danny. been so frightened. You know, just going out and doing the simplest things. It's been really hard.
Must have been a shock for you. After the mugging, you moved in with your sons, is that right? Were you there this morning? At Marcus's?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, we know you called Marcus this morning. We just need to know why. Kim, the sooner you help me out with this, the sooner I can help out Danny and Marcus.
What do you mean?
Well, they're both being held here. They're both suspects in a stabbing investigation.
What, you think they both did it?
Well, they're both claiming responsibility. What do you think they're probably covering for someone? Please, just tell me why you called Marcus this morning.
Why is that so important?
Well, we don't want an innocent man to go to prison. We want to see Marcus go back inside, not after everything he's achieved since he's been out. And then there's Danny. I mean, it already seems like he's going off the rails. Do you think prison's going to make that better or worse? Kim, if you know something, now's the time to say it.
You're right. They are protecting someone. I stabbed that boy. I needed to buy a loaf of bread. There's a shop just up the road.
The newsagent's on the corner. Yeah, I know the one.
I was on my way up there, and I see this bloke. He's watching me all the way as I'm walking. When I get near, he starts shouting.
What's he saying?
He's in my face. He wants my jewellery, and he's got a knife.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I saw the blade. It was blocking my path and threatening me with it. But this time I was ready.
How'd you mean?
My own knife in my bag. You have to fight fire with fire. And he came at me. I was terrified. I pulled my knife out my bag and I got him first. I mean, if I hadn't, he could have killed me. I didn't have a choice. Then I ran to Marcus's. That's when I rung him. He helped me clean the blood off. He said he'd take care of it. He said the police didn't need to know. He promised to sort it, him and Danny.
Hello again, Mr. Andrews. How's Clinton doing?
Better, thanks. It's like I told you. He's an innocent victim in all of this.
You've spoken to him?
Yeah. Coming through.
DC Masters, DC Dassery, Son Hill. How you feeling, Clinton?
Yeah, never better.
Well, the doctors say you're going to be okay. I think you've been very lucky.
Do you remember what happened?
I was on my way to the shops. I wanted to buy a lottery ticket.
We know you received a text from Danny Stepney. You arranged to meet up with him, didn't you?
It's really important that we know why you were in that alleyway.
I'm not some junkie. Just take a bit of coke from time to time.
What?
It's not a big deal, Dad.
It is to me.
Clinton, why don't you just tell us what happened this morning?
It's my girlfriend's birthday. I wanted to buy something for a party tonight.
And Danny Stepney's your dealer?
Yeah, I've bought for him before. Danny was late. I wanted to know the time. I see this woman coming along, so I asked her.
And that's all you did, asked her the time?
Yeah. Well, she tells me to get lost. Starts going off on one.
What did you do?
I was upset. I wasn't hassling her. I just asked her the time. I took my mobile out before I get the time from that. She just kept shouting. So I went over to try and explain.